Hello and welcome to our Google Classroom series. In this video, I'm going to guide you through how to post an assignment where all students will be working on the same digital document at the same time. I'm also going to show you what a lesson progression might look like in Google Classroom. My name is Misty Trevino. I am a digital learning consultant at Region 10 Education Service Center. Sometimes we create assignments where we want students working simultaneously in the same digital space. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how to create different assignments to illustrate different assignment types, as well as show you what a lesson progression might look like. A lesson progression might look something like this. On Monday, we are going to warm up our brains by participating in a whole group brainstorming activity. And then I'm going to give students choice in how they choose to learn a little bit more about frogs with a station rotation activity. On Tuesday, students will complete an independent, interactive digital activity. On a Wednesday, they will participate in a digital discussion. On Thursday, they will take a quiz. And on Friday, they will complete a project. Lesson progressions may not be condensed into 1 week. This lesson progression might take place over several weeks. Let's start by creating our first assignment, the frog brainstorming activity. From the classwork page, click Create and Assignment. I would suggest creating assignment names using a naming convention and then place those assignments underneath the topic. When naming my assignments, I usually start with the unit, the assignment in that unit. So this is Unit 1, Assignment Number 1, the title of the assignment, and the date that I assigned it. I also add the day of the week. This is especially helpful for students who are absent or students who need to refer back to the assignment at a later time. Last, I'm a very visual learner, so I love to add emojis wherever possible. I usually add those to the front of the assignment name. Creating a naming convention for your assignments is very helpful if you reuse assignments. If I go to Create and Reuse Post, I may have tons of posts available for me to reuse. So the numbering convention really helps me quickly identify and find the assignments I'm looking for. Create a naming convention that works for you. To add emojis, you can use the Chrome extension Joy Pixels. Go to the Chrome Web Store, search for Joy Pixels, click on the emoji keyboard by Joy Pixels, and you will see a button that says Add to Chrome. Once you add that to Chrome, the extension will appear to the right of your Omnibox with the rest of your Chrome extensions. Once installed, click on the Joy Pixels extension. You can type in a keyword to search for an emoji or search by category, then click on the emoji you want to add. It will copy that image to your clipboard and then you can paste that where you want to use it. Once inserted, space twice to leave enough space between the emoji and your title. Next, I'm going to add my instructions. Google Classroom now allows for rich text formatting. In the instructions space, we are able to add bulleted lists, which I've done indicated by the indentation. We can click on text to make it bold, italicize it, and even underline it. If you'd like to remove formatting, click Remove Formatting. It's important to provide clear and concise directions. A few ways to do that are to add emojis or some type of visual representation to help guide our visual learners. We can number our lists and try to keep phrases as short as possible. For this assignment, I'm asking students to access our Jamboard, and when they are done, they are going to click the Mark as Done button to turn in. I'm going to show you what that's going to look like from the student perspective in just a second. I have already created a Jamboard that I want to use for this assignment, so I'm going to click on the Drive icon, and that file is in my recents. If you don't see the file in your recents, you can look in your Drive. You can also upload files from your device. This activity will be shared with the entire class, and the entire class will be in this one document adding their ideas. Each student will add their thoughts to a sticky note and share what they already know about frogs. Because I want all of my students in this one document at the same time, and they will be editing this, when I assign this to my class, I need to change this from students can view file to students can edit file. This is only for when all students will be working in the same document at the same time. Once you've chosen how you want to share this activity, you can choose which classes to assign it to, or you can assign it to certain students only. You can choose the point value, the due date, and here you will choose a topic to add the assignment to. I'm going to put this under Unit 1. I can assign now or schedule this for a later date. I am going to assign it now, and it has added that first assignment to my classwork page. Now, I want to show you what this is going to look like from the student perspective. Google Classroom, unfortunately, does not make it easy to view your classroom from a student perspective. In my top 10 video, I do provide a few ways you can work around this. Students will go to their classwork page to view their assignment. This is what their view would look like. They can see the title, how many points it's worth, the instructions, the document attached, and I did add instructions for them on how to turn in once they've completed this assignment. For this assignment, they will click Mark as Done, but this button will not always say Mark as Done. It may say Turn In, depending on what type of assignment you post. Students do have the ability to send me a private comment if needed, and just a note about this, if they do send me a private comment and I respond back, students are notified via email. I've learned that students don't really check their email very often, so they may need a verbal reminder to let them know that you did respond. Students can also add a class comment if you've allowed that in your settings. This can be useful if they have a question about the assignment that would be beneficial for all students to see. As a student, I can access the Jamboard. I can also see who is in the document with me via the circle profiles. I can add my response. And when I've added my response, I will go back to Google Classroom and click Mark as Done. I see a message telling me that I did not attach any work for this assignment, and that's perfectly okay because the teacher attached the document that I am working on. Students will see that they've turned it in. If they do need to unsubmit their work for some reason, they can click the unsubmit button to make changes and then resubmit once those changes have been made. Going back to the teacher view, when I click on the assignment, I can see that I assigned this to 2 people in my class and 1 person has turned it in. I can see that Misty has turned this assignment in and I can give her a grade. When I click return, I can leave a private comment, and now it shows that grade and comment that I left. As a student, when I go back to that assignment, it shows the assignment has been graded. And if I click view assignment, I can see my grade at the top and the private comment my teacher left to the right. Thanks for spending some time with me today. If you would like to earn CPE credit for watching this video, enroll in the microlearning courses linked below. Check out all of the videos in our Google Classroom series, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bye!